My Sprouts order is ready for pickup. Let's go grab these goodies and then get to cooking. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today and for being here. We are going to do some cooking today. I love to do all of my meal prepping on Sunday, which that is today. Today is Sunday. I do all my meal prepping, all my grocery shopping, my laundry, just kind of do all the things that, you know, you gotta do before your week starts. Today we're gonna make a few different recipes, but my Sprouts order is ready. So we are gonna go pick that up. And I also have to run to Trader Joe's real quick just because they have a few things that Sprouts doesn't. I don't know about you, but that is sometimes very frustrating when you can't get all the things that you need at one store. Leave a comment below if that's you as well, but at least I know for me, there's so many things that I use that are just from different places. So sometimes I have to, depending on what I'm making, go to different stores. And also, for those of you who don't know, I am plant-based. I've been plant-based since 2018. Real quick backstory, I decided to become plant-based when I completed my yoga certification, my yoga teacher training, and was teaching. Just got to know some of the girls I was working with who were 100% vegan, and their lifestyle just totally inspired me to just give up meat. I thought it was going to be like a temporary thing, and it has been since 2018. So in the beginning of my journey, I pretty much went hardcore and I cut out everything I could think of in the beginning, not really having the knowledge of what I was doing, frankly. I definitely was not eating enough. I was working full time and I was teaching yoga and just doing all the things, and I needed more calories and I just wasn't giving that to myself. Over the last few years, the more research that I've done and the more knowledge I've gained from just what works for me, my personal experience, I definitely feel like I have a handle on it now. So side note, I do eat fish on occasion. I incorporated fish back into my diet, I wanna say in 2020, 2021, somewhere along those lines. Just basically because I started listening to my body. I started craving it and I started noticing my energy levels weren't that great. And my experience, if your body's craving something, it means that you are lacking in some sort of nutrient or mineral or something that your body is saying, hey, give this to me, I need it. I usually don't buy fish myself. It's only if I'm at a restaurant, if I'm out with friends, if it's what the restaurant has or whatnot. All right, my husband's being so loud. He's talking to his friends outside, and I'm sorry if you can hear that through the wall, but if you saw my last video, we live in a one-bedroom apartment and it is very hard to have quiet time. Watch my last video if you want to see more about that. But anyways, I do eat fish sometimes on occasion. I just feel my best when I'm eating real nutrient-dense foods. I don't feel my best when I'm eating processed junk, fast food, all of that. Obviously, I'm human, so I do occasionally indulge in those things, but I try to keep it minimal just because I feel my best and I can be my best self when I'm treating my body with kindness and giving it all the love and attention and good food and nourishment that it needs. So that was a long intro and a long rant into this video, but we're gonna go shopping right now. It is 11:42, my pickup window is at 12. Hi buddy, you wanna say hi? Yeah. This little guy is feisty today. Are you feisty? You're so feisty and you're so loud. We're just doing all the things over here. It's just noises from everywhere. But anyways, let's get going so we can start cooking. Catch you guys in a little bit. Okay, so just a quick recap of the things I got from Trader Joe's. So we'll start on this side. I got some crispy jalapeno pieces. I thought they sounded really good for these wraps that we're gonna be making. And then this is what I went for, my hot and sweet jalapenos, which are the best. I got my body butter. This stuff is amazing. Some dark chocolate, some Ezekiel tortillas, which we'll also be using for our wraps that we're making. I haven't tried these yet, but I love Ezekiel bread, so I'm hoping that they'll be the same. I got these for when I feel like having something that is supposed to be bad for you, but is not that bad for you, but these are really good as well. They're very spicy, and I am a spice girl. Wanted to try this tomato dumpling soup. I've never had this before, so I will let you know if it's any good. Some sparkling apple cider vinegar drinks that I've been wanting to try. Some miso ginger broth, which I thought just sounded really good. I can put some tofu and some veggies in here, so we'll see. And then I got these kombucha hard seltzers. I've been wanting to try a kombucha hard seltzer for a long time, and honestly what got me with this was the cute packaging. They're vegan, female founded, which I think is just awesome. So we'll see how these taste as well. Okay, and here is what I got from Sprouts. There's a lot to unpack here, so I'm just gonna go through it quickly. Today we are making veggie and quinoa soup. So these are all of the veggies. We have onion, we have bell pepper, zucchini, celery, some squash and carrots. And then I got some romaine lettuce, which you can't really see, but it's over here for the wraps we're making. If you don't want to use tortillas, you can use romaine lettuce instead. I have some avocado, some lemons, got some white rice, which this is made out of chickpeas. It's a great alternative to regular white rice or brown rice. We have some cabbage for our wraps as well. I have some bay leaves for the soup, some tomatoes, some tofu for our wraps. I love having this tofu on hand. It's really the best. Some garlic, some spicy diced red tomatoes. We have vegetable broth in the back, my almond milk creamer, my favorite cashew milk ever. I use this in my smoothies, and I use it sometimes in coffee and just other recipes. It's really just so creamy, it's the best. We have Olipop, which is just my favorite drink besides water. It seriously tastes like root beer, but it's a pre and probiotic soda drink. We also have some almond milk plant-based chocolate pudding for when I want something sweet. And if I also want something sweet, I discovered this brand, Emmy's. These cookies are seriously the best. I've had vanilla ones before, and I've also had the birthday cake ones, so I'm excited to try the dark chocolate ones. Apples back here, and then a big thing of spinach, which you can't see, for smoothies, and I'm gonna put some of that into our soup as well. Here you have it. Let's put all this away and get to cooking. Okay guys, we put all the groceries away. I left the veggies out, which I'll show you in a minute because we're gonna be cutting them up for our vegetable and quinoa soup. I have not made this recipe before, so hopefully it's good. I'm sure it will be, but we'll be making this together for the first time. So anyways, let's get to cooking and preparing so we can enjoy the soup. These are the veggies that we are using. We are using celery. We have some yellow squash, zucchini, onion, carrots, and then I'm actually probably gonna put some of that shredded cabbage, the purple cabbage I showed earlier for the wraps. I think I'm gonna throw that into the soup and see how it is, and at least it'll make it really colorful and really pretty. I don't start crying. So this is just a little tip from me to you. Put your glasses on in the kitchen. Another tip I have for you is that since we chopped these and we still have more to do, I always will take a paper towel just to cover them up while we prepare the next batch of things so that it doesn't keep bothering your eyes. One colorful bowl of veggies. So much goodness in here. And another pro tip, I always will keep a bag for all of the extra scraps next to my cutting board, just so you don't have to keep walking on over to the trash can. It just makes it a lot easier and more efficient. Recipe to see what's next. Since I haven't made this one before, I'm just making sure I'm doing this all as efficiently as I can and not missing any steps. So the next step that we're going to do is to wash our quinoa. You never want to just use it straight out of the container because it can contain like leftover particles from the earth, dirt, things like that. So you always want to give it a good rinse before you put it into soup or put it into a dish of your choice. Save a little bit of this broth for when this thickens up, then we can add a little bit more broth into it. He does not call for really any spice, but because like I said, love spice, I'm gonna add some red pepper flakes to the quinoa soup. So now we're gonna let this sit. I raised the temperature up to high to let this start to boil. Once it boils, we're gonna cover it and cook it for 25 minutes. Now, in the meantime, while this is cooking, I'm gonna make some lunch because I haven't eaten yet and it's 2:30. So, aside from my protein shake, I haven't had any food yet. So, for the week, what we're gonna be making for lunches will be a buffalo chickpea and tofu wrap. So, I'm gonna show you how to make that while the soup is cooking so we can eat some food. My belly is growling, I'm hungry. So for the wraps, you're just gonna need the Ezekiel tortillas or your lettuce, like I showed you earlier, some red cabbage, tofu, tomato, green onion, garbanzo beans, chickpeas, and I'm gonna add some spinach to mine as well. Oh, and the buffalo sauce, I almost forgot that. This buffalo sauce is my favorite from Primal Kitchen. It's so good, it's made with cashew butter, and it's just tasty, it's spicy enough, So we're gonna marinate the chickpeas in the buffalo sauce and then air fry them for 15 minutes. I'm also gonna add liquid aminos or soy sauce if you prefer, just to add a little bit of extra salt and flavor to the wrap. Looks. Oh, it looks so delicious. We have a few more minutes, about 5 more minutes for it to cook, and then we'll taste it. These guys. Oh yeah, those look perfect. Ready to go. Messy, but delicious. 2 thumbs up. Alright guys, this is the final test of how good the soup is. Let's try it. Oh my gosh, it is so good. So much flavor. It's tomatoey. It's a little bit salty, but not too much. It has some kick to it because of the red pepper I put in. That's delicious. This is going to be a staple of mine for sure. It's good. Now, all I gotta do is eat. Well guys, that's all for today. Thank you so much for joining me and watching me make my recipes. And if you try them, leave a comment below and let me know how you like them, or if you add anything differently to them. I just would be so interested to hear. I'm so sorry, I just realized the one thing I forgot in my tofu wrap was the tofu. I mean, you can do it without the tofu easily. You can do it with just the chickpeas and all the veggies and everything else. I'll add the tofu during my week. I just don't really feel like cooking it right now. Anyways, thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe to my channel, and tune into my weekly yoga videos every Monday morning. I post them at 9 a.m. When you like and subscribe to my channel, it really helps support me and it just makes me feel so good. So thank you so much in advance. Have a great day, a beautiful week ahead, and let's set the collective intention of being present, nourishing our bodies with healthy, whole, good foods, and just taking care of ourselves, because we need self-care, and nourishing our bodies is the perfect way to do that. I will leave you with that, and I will